Hello and welcome to our presentation for Challenge 1. We are Team CommUnicate. Our challenge was set by Robertson Group, one of the UK's largest family-owned construction, infrastructure and support service businesses. Like many businesses, their people are caught up in doing the truly great things that they do on a day-to-day basis, without capturing, sharing and celebrating their achievements and innovations. Robertson are open-minded on solutions and would like help in identifying these achievements to reward their outstanding individuals. In turn, this will encourage a positive working environment.
Everyone was going to have different reasons for wanting to use this data and engage with the process. Therefore, we had to strike a balance between ease of input and collecting enough data that was going to be usable.
For this challenge, we were provided with an Excel file containing 2 tables about positive observations on site. However, when we looked into this, there wasn't enough insight to be gained from the information that was on the tables. So we looked about creating our own dummy data for this.
Our plan of action was to create a Microsoft form to collect good news stories. Use this form to populate some dummy data, build a dashboard to create a league table, and explore the possibility of using a chatbot for data collection, and create an engagement plan. We branded our initiative WOW, or Ways of Working. We created a WOW submission form accessed via link or QR code. We asked the employees to categorise the WOW, provide an overview, and describe and, where possible, quantify the benefits. The responses are saved to an Excel file which can be uploaded to Power BI for analysis.
We created a mock set of dummy data to complete this task. To create this data, we used our team's real-life experiences of good news stories to ensure the results that we produced were as accurate as possible.
We built a chatbot to collect the good news. This is built as well as the form, as they both cover different requirements. The chatbot provides a more human interaction to get a deeper learning into the good news by adding follow-up questions, visibility of being machine learning modelled on the way forward. We're able to pick up any change in key topics. We can build into a team's environment, which the project teams are used to, and also has the ability of using structured and unstructured data and processing it. We'll also be able to pull this data into the centralized database that is used by the form as well, using Power Automate to make sure it is in a structured pattern.
The main way that employees will be able to keep track of their team's positive feedback scores is the leaderboard. Data for the point system will be allocated to those nominated in the WOW form. And when people submit the form, they give an impact score of 1 to 10. This is totaled for the score and it will be updated daily. However, while we're trying to foster competitiveness in a way that should be friendly, we do want to avoid demotivating those who could be at the bottom of the table. So when we look at the individuals, we only chose to display the top 10 individuals. While we do want to focus on rewarding good behaviour, we don't want to make anyone feel excluded and feel like their work isn't good enough if they're not right at the top of the leaderboard or if they're right at the bottom.
We created a dashboard within Power BI to visualize the correlation between project discipline and the sum of the WOW impact points. This dashboard contains 6 separate graphics which all show the detailing of the data that we have collected. This dashboard can be used to spot trends and give users a bird's eye view of the data collected held in a centralized location.
A key output was to change culture to encourage positivity. To get people to engage, initially we'll have a big launch company-wide with a top-down approach. We'll encourage engagement with rewards and incentives, sharing the standout news stories, and we'll reinforce use with our own QR posters and monthly reminders. To reinforce our good news stories, we'll host an awards ceremony. We'll use our staff to vote, encouraging recognition of others' achievements. Prizes will be used to demonstrate that celebrating success is important.
The next stage of the process would be to create a WOW hub. This would be a linked data hub on the internet, allowing you to search by sector, site and discipline. These case studies will be developed and will become a source of information for any R&D claim. We motivate further engagement by gamifying the process, offering badges and prizes as incentives for continuing to submit WOWs. By connecting with project programs, we plan to send engineers links to relevant case studies when they're most useful in the weeks leading up to any relevant works.
The two solutions we're looking at, both the chatbot and the form, have a structured data coming out the back of them, which can be formatted into a structured data table, as well as using the unstructured data as part of that. Now on to question number 2. Our solution outputs have been designed to basically be as simple as possible across all users. The form can be picked up by anyone, whether that's a subcontractor or a consultant or a customer, whereas a chatbot is more of an internal tool that can be used by anyone within the business. As we know, language models take a long time to build and take a lot of data. At this point, we are just using the data we have at hand, and we're using a more manual process to collect that data before we build in the natural language process.